What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Don and welcome back to another Destiny video. Just want to basically review my Suros PDX-45 that I picked up from the gunsmith the other day. I know I've made one or two videos on it here and there, basically explaining why I wanted the range perks on the weapon and just a few other things like that. I just want to basically now give my final verdict on the weapon. You know, in general, is it good, is it bad, what is it in my opinion, you know, what's the weaknesses and stuff of the weapon. So the perks I have on this weapon, for the sight it's SLO 19. The first perk is Hammer Forged, down the middle I have Counterbalance, and the last perk I have Reinforced Barrel. Now, the reason I wanted Hammer Forged, and I would have wanted Rifled Barrel rather than Reinforced, just so I could have kept a little bit more stability, but the reason I wanted range in my pulse initially was because I've been using the blind position a lot, and I realised, yeah, it had a lot more damage drop off than usual. It wasn't as sticky at the longer ranges. Not as many bullets were registering at you know, the longer distance gunfights. So that's initially why I wanted a lot more range on a pulse rifle. So that's the reason for me picking up this Suros PDX. And instantly, since I've had this weapon, I've not stopped using it. Literally, since I got it, I've just been absolutely loving this pulse. I've played probably about 20 hours of just actual gameplay using this weapon since I actually got it on the Wednesday when the Gunsmith Arms Day rolls came in. So I've been loving it. I've been absolutely loving this pulse rifle, and this is now going to be my go-to pulse. It's just really consistent. The thing for me to like a weapon, I have to have consistency. If a weapon is not consistent, I don't like it. I can't actually enjoy the weapon. I start to moan and start to get really agitated about certain things. Like with the blind position beforehand, I was moaning about certain bursts not registering at long distances. I was losing gunfights that I shouldn't have lost just because my weapon wasn't dealing sufficient damage across certain ranges. And with this pulse, it's perfectly fine. I mean, it has a little bit more kick to it than what you would expect from a normal pulse rifle, but again, not in a nasty way, but if you have a pair of thumbs, it's easy to control. It has a little bit of kick. It's seriously, you know, there's aim assist in Destiny anyway, and if you aim like a little bit above the head, usually the bullets just go to the head. So I mean, it's easily controllable. A lot of people make out for a pulse rifle you need maximum stability, otherwise it's completely useless. That is not the case. Trust me on this one. This roll that I've got is not by far not a god roll, but in my opinion it's still a pretty goddamn decent roll. For me, with my playstyle and, you know, general player skill, I feel like my god roll on a Suros PDX-45 would have to be Hammer Forged, Counterbalance, and Rifled Barrel. With the Rifled Barrel on there, again, obviously you'd only lose a bit of reload speed rather than stability like you do with Reinforced. So I mean, that'd definitely help with the kick of the weapon. But yeah, just wanted to basically get this weapon review out there for the people that wanted it. I said that I was going to do one at one point, but the final verdict for me, out of 10, if I was to give this, you know, a rating out of 10, I would definitely give it probably about an 8 out of 10. I do lose gunfights, mainly to hand cannons at the close quarters and, you know, obviously sidearms. But other than that, I pretty much win them all. So I mean, it's really nice to actually have a solid pulse rifle back in my hands once again. Anyway, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for future Destiny content, and peace.